So you talked to Amy, right? Oh, is that what you're saying? You said you talked to Amy? And she sounds sick. Did she say anything about like not coming to school? I mean, here? Can or can't? Today I have a special video to share. Not, it's not a video. Okay, Belle, can you turn the lights off?
I have the list here. From the front, you'll write your names, and one at a time we'll call you in. We have very limited space. So if you can write your name, amount of people, if you write your telephone number, we'll call you. Okay? Thank you very much. Grazie mille.
No, give me the pen, please.
Sì, here you go.
Thank you.
John, give me the pen, please.
봐, 손님도 적지?
네.
그렇지? 서로 시간을 또 벌지 우리는.
Okay, so here, so what do you see? John Park, you know who John Park is? I don't know who John. I guess he's what do you see? You're gonna have 5 minutes Korean. 저걸 보고 뭘 느꼈어? 너무 깊이 생각하면 안 돼. 뭘 상황이 그리고 똑똑한 상황이 똑똑한 대처하기 위해서 제가 가지고 있는 스킬이에요. 쟤는 한국인 사람이지. 근데 저 상황에 똑똑하게 대처하기 위해서 제가 가지고 있는 특별한 탤런트가 뭐예요? 영어지. 근데 제가 뭐 얼마나 대단한 얼립스 오션에 대한 디스커션 같이 뭐 유창한 영어를 했어? 아니야. I have a list. On top, write your name and phone number and the amount of people that you have with. Because we only have limited space. 이름을 적어주세요. 자리가 협소해요. Thank you. That's all. 뭔가 영어 배우는 게 좋지. 그 정도 영어는 할 수 있겠지. 근데 그 정도 영어를 하기 위해서는 실전에서 하면 돼. 그렇죠. 그치? 그럼 우리가 바지를 배워야지. 바지를 배워야 돼. 바지를 왜 하냐고 물으면 제가 바지를 선생님한테 물어야겠어. 너 오늘 어떻게 다음번에 그거 좀 하려고 하는데 뭘 해야 돼? 그럼 간단해. 뭘까? 바지를 우리가 바지를 하는 매일매일 하는 바지가 쌓여서 도와드리는 실력이 됩니다. 바지를 통해서 풀 수 없는 거는 뭘좀 있어요. 실력이 좋아지기 위해서 반드시 필요한 건 뭐야? 제품이야. 모든 실력과 결과는 바지로 시작해서 바지로 끝난다. 내가 먹는 거 그 음식을 먹으면 그걸 다 성공해? 하지. 영양분으로 가고 영양분이 넘치면 저장하게 돼 사람. 저장해서 나중에 혹시 못 먹을 영양소를 대비하지. 알고 있어 너네? 그리고 몸이 다 감지하고 필요 없는 건 뭘로 할까? 같이 매일매일 먹는 게 얘 키로 가고 영양으로 가고 머리카락이 생기고 이빨이 새로 나고 다쳐서 찢어져도 그게 다시 가지 궁합이 자연적으로 치유되는 건 지금까지 우리가 열심히 먹고 잠으로 치유하는 것으로 그치? 그냥 일어났는데 키가 자라고 몸이 튼튼해지고 아니야. 먹고 자기 때문이지. 자연스럽게 먹기 때문이지. 과제 안 하고 수업만 들으면 키가 향상될 수 있어? 영어를 배우는 이유는 뭐야? 써먹으려고. 근데 우리는 뭐지? 시험을 보잖아. 근데 이번에 겨울 특강을 해야 되는 첫 번째 이유는 에이스가 빨라졌지. 그 이유는 뭘까? 선생님 시켜서? 정상에서 시켜서? 아니야. 대한민국이 원하기 때문이야. 대한민국이 원하는 거는 그거. 지금 너희가 3월에 입학이 되는 너희들 2025년 몇 학년이 돼? 7학년이 되지, 중학교지. 중학교가 되는 1학년 더 너희들은 1학년 2학기부터 시험이 있다 없다. 있어. 시험이 생겨. 1학년 2학기. 그러면 우리는 전처럼 시험이 없었을 때 언니들 학년처럼 9월에 에이스가 올라가는 게 맞을까? 얘기해주면 그 말이 되겠지. 2025년 1학년 2학기부터는 시험이 이제 있습니다. 그거의 첫 걸음은 뭐다? 과학투입니다. 과학투에 뭐를 배우나? 팔품사. 팔품사를 다 배우고 본 수업에서는 팔품사를 배우지 않은 사람은 그냥 넘어가서 첫 품사부터 배우게 됩니다. 그러면 출발을 여기서 시작하는 사람과 이 앞에서 시작하는 사람 똑같을까? 다르지. 심지어 열심히 하는 사람과 열심히 하는 사람 차이가 되게 나요. 심지어 내가 조금 뒤에서 출발해도 열심히 따라잡으면 할 수 있다 없다. 근데 그건 뭘로 시작된다? 과제로 시작된다. 단어를 지금 20개를 보고 26일부터는 40개를 보고 중학교 올라가면 너희들은 최상위 그룹에 올라가기 때문에 단어 시간 몇 개 있다? 최소 40개. 매 수업마다 10개가 될 수도 있어. 근데 그 단어는 뭘로 해결이 된다? 과제의 중요성을 봐서 과제를 열심히 하는 사람이 하는 게 과제 전혀 안 하는 사람, 열심히 안 하는 사람이 과제를 하기 때문에 차이가 엄청나다. 정말 되겠지. 물론 우리 반은 상관이 없어. 다 상관없어. 지금은 체스이기 때문에 상관이 없지만 올라갔을 때 선생님 항상 하는 말이 있지. 사람은 하루아침에 변해 안 돼. 피부도 체인지는 내가 항상 말지. 나는 어렸을 때 이랬어. 반대로 성향, 목소리, 행동, 걸음걸이 좋아하는 거 싫어하는 거지. 그럼 오빠 어떻게 해야 될지 지금. 누가 마음을 A씨에 맞게 정말 되겠지. 가장 좋은 시기는 언제다? 물론 우리 반은 선생님이 친구들 너희들이 많은 친구들 많지. 또 아이들은 베이스를 똑같이 올라가서 굉장히 많이 레벨을 이만큼 하고 갔을 때 힘든 거가 레벨을 이만큼 하고 갔을 때 힘든 거와 레벨을 이만큼 하고 갔을 때 힘든 거는 힘듦의 강도가 같다 다르다. 영어를 언제 해야 된다? 영어를 얼마큼 해야 된다? 왜? 선생님이 말하는 게 너네가 그렇지 않겠지. 왜? 긴장 앞이 없으니까. MS까지 하고 간 사람은 오케나 단어 같은 것이죠. 2학년 수준까지 충분히 어휘는 너무 쉬운 거예요. 단 이제 학교에 맞춰서 시험을 보려면 단어를 하나 배우면 그 뜻이 여러 가지로 문제예요. 너네가 예를 들어서 카인드를 배우면 친절한 것도 있지만 종류도 되지. 이런 식으로 한국에서 자라는 시험을 가지고 여기에 맞는 뜻을 다 배우고 중학교에 맞는 단어에 대한 수치법을 배우기 해야 돼요. 하지만 문법이나 여러 가지 부분은 레벨을 올라가면 올라갈수록 배우지 않은 사람들, 그런 아이들이 쫓아갈 수 있는 기회가 옵니다. 지금부터 내가 중학교 1학년 2학기 시험 준비를 미리 할 수 있는 만큼 최대한 할수 있는 거고, 문장이 있으면 그 문장에 맞는 시제에 대한 대답 정확하게 하는 거. 내가 말했지? 토요일날 인터뷰도 레벨에 맞는 뭔가를 보여줘. 뭐 질문에 대답을 조금 못하거나 버벅거리거나 대답이 조금 이해가 헷갈리는 건 괜찮지만 질문에 대한 시제의 오류는 있어야 된다 없어야 된다. 이건 요즘에 선생님이 컴플레이션 하면 시제에 맞게 너무 좋아요. 저는 뭐 어떻게 되는지 모르겠어요. 처음에 MSA 뭐 했을 때도 굉장히 오류가 많았어요. 지금은 본인도 알 거예요. right? 하나쯤 되는 게 아니죠. 한 학기를 거쳐서 실수를 통해서 아직도 쉬고 하지. 쉬고 3인칭 그런 거에 대해서 다 배워. 토요일 날 질문 있어요. 토요일 날. No? No questions? Yes. Yes. 음, 음, 5개. 근데 이것도 얘기했었던 것 같은데, 그치? 5 questions. 5가지 질문은 어떻게 나온다? WH questions. 항상 모든 것은 질문의 시작은 뭘로 시작해? WH question. 기본적으로 WH question을 스토리를 모르고, 스토리를 모르면 못해는 못해. 수학과는 좋게 문법 활용을 하지. 문법을 못하는, 못해야 되는데, 어떻게 뭐가 있나? 활용을 어깨와 문법이 쉬우면 활용도 풀타기주고 열심히 보겠지. 어떤 질문을 할까? WH question. 마이크 디스커션 자기 파트. 자기 파트를 하는데 토픽이나 이런 거는 자기가 좀 잘 보이고 싶으면 하나 더 이제 뭐 안 보이지. 짧다 싶으면 하지 알겠지. 하지만 길고 버벅거리는 것보다는 굵고 짧은 게 가끔은 내가 짧아서 아쉽긴 한데 인터뷰를 이해를 잘하고 정말 대단히 질문이 잘 안 되는 문단에 대해서 저한테 물어보는 거에 질문을 잘 못하는 대답을 해줄 수 있어요. 질문 2. 질문 2 했을 때 당황한다 어떻게 해야 된다고 말했지. 자연스럽게 어떻게? 아, 편하게는 미니스 1분을 주세요는 인터뷰에서 적당하지 않지. 어떻게 했죠? Yes, can you give me a second? Can you just repeat that question one more time? Yes. Can you, excuse me, can you say that again? Can I have a second to think? I'm so nervous, so I was not listening. I was thinking about something else. Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that one more time? 한수 시간을 벌어야지. 정말 모르겠다. 그럼 어떻게? Can you ask me next question, please? 무슨 말이지? 여유. 여유 알지? 여유. Understood? 음. 어떤 게? 아, 3분 너무 길어. 거기 뭐라고 몇 분이라고 나왔어? 시간 거기 안 나왔어? 한 번 너무 길어. 혼자서 3번 하면 굉장히 대단한 거야. 가장 좋은 건 1분에서 1분 30분. 그 친구들이 무슨 레벨이지? 한 번만 엄청나게 임팩트가 있죠. 엄청난 임팩트라는 건 홈쇼핑을 딱 틀어놓고 와 사고 싶다 이런 임팩트. 정말. 그리고 걔네는 프레젠테이션이잖아. Hello, my name is Bella. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite food. 레벨이 틀린데 똑같지만 할 수 있어. 우리는 그렇습니다. 그래서 D까지는 프레젠테이션으로 my name is 이분들하고 솔직히 언어에 있어요. 그래서 3분 들어야 돼. 정말 그걸 딱 이제 이겨야 될 거면 누가 봐도 세상에 누가 봐도 친구 틀린 건 있지만 여기가 누가 봐도 지필 실수하면 안 돼. 여기까지 다 배웠던 모든 나의 영어 파워를 머리 끝에서 끝까지 풀어내서 실수하면 안 돼. 얘네는 특히 실수는 안 돼. 많이 하지 않는데 함께 내가 할 수 있는 거 최대한 뭘 어떤 게 나오는 게 아니라 전체적인 모든 데들이 다 지필은 엄청 어렵다. 지필은 70점 이상 나오기 60점만 나와도 좀 나오면 영상 What's the test? 14, right? So what is glance? Serious, insidious, spoil, contradict, disagree. A result of combining two or more things. Combination. A way of getting out of a place. Okay, two words that I said, go back and find out how to pronounce. What is it? Exit. Not frequently seen, heard, or experienced. Nice, I'm familiar. Extremely small. Okay. She fell slipping into the sea with. Yes, quickly she strode. She didn't know what to do, how to avoid him, how to remain unseen. We'll get you a new outfit. What is a privacy? Alternate. Numb. Swallow. And what is revolve? Discomfort. Strategy. Motionless. But let's see. Oh, this is familiar. Huh? Why is it? Oh, huh? What? Okay. Huh? What? Why is it like this? Uh-huh. What? Hmm? What? Huh? You hear me? Oh my gosh. Okay, now fine. Ooh. I'm gonna just pause. Huh? Huh? Done? Okay. Why is it like this? Nope. Yes. 이 단어 바꾸다. 개인이는 privacy is not 개인의. Privacy means you're being alone on this book, right? Okay. How many? Bella? 18. 13? Baby, study up. Jenny? Ah, nice. 1. So you have no questions about Saturday, right? Okay. Then let's review everything that we finished from chapter 1 to chapter 57. Was it 57? Okay. But first, every time we finish a novel, we do a what? Book report. So what is a book report? It is about the book, but what is a book report? Information about a book. Then why do you think we do book reports? Why do you think we need to do an information about a book? Oh? Yes, to tell about book, right? Understand? Why do we do the book report? To tell someone about the book, to see if this book is interesting enough to see, right? Read or not. And how do we make it interesting? To give it a little touch, right? And then we just do it and make it a little bit interesting, right? And it's up to you to make your book interesting or boring, right? So how do you make it interesting is the key when you do the book report, right? So that's why we did a book report, because we want to give information about the certain book that we do, right? And how do we make it interesting? Look, when I tell you about the book, chapter by chapter, do I make it interesting or not interesting? Interesting. Because I use a certain words and describe the things that you can imagine, right? When I said certain things this way and that way, and you hear me saying it and you kind of like visualize, right? Right? You imagine. When you are hurt, you imagine. When a friend tells you some stories, you just don't listen, you just imagine the whole story, right? Or your friends tell you about the movies, you imagine, right? That's what we do when we do the book report, make the audience visualize the things. Understand? And describe what happens in a book in interesting ways, right? Because then they will focus and they will listen to your characters and they will listen to your plot and they will learn a lot about it. They will want to read your book. Understood? And here we have 1, 2, 3. What is a book report? And then we talked about it. And the book report must have 3 key points. What 3 key points? The book, basic. What basic? Title, author, and the genre, right? And then second basic is what? Characters. Do we only talk about the main characters? Well, we mostly talk about the main characters, but we also talk about extras too. But do you only talk about the characters? No. What is the most important thing? The summary, the plot, right? The events. Not just the little events, main events, right? Like Olive's mother visiting, knocking on her door one day and giving her the piece of paper, that the journal page, right? That's the most important event. And then what event? Martha visiting the spot, second event, right? And then what event? They're leaving. Where? Yes. And what event? Before that, Martha anxiously waiting for whose call? Jimmy. What event? What event? Jenny, you know what event? I'm Martha, what event? To clean, because she will be invited. Jimmy's what event? Yes. What event? Come here. What event? What event? What event? Father's record. They were holding hands, walking together, and then she saw father. Right? What event? What event? She's carrying it for him, so he have a free hands to hold, right? What event? What event? So you two walking towards me, holding hands. What event? She almost drowned, right? What event? What event? Event, right? What event? The letter. Right? Everything that I said, what event, from Martha's perspective. Okay? Now, Jimmy's perspective. What event? What event? Ask Martha to come over, right? What event? Well, we have a murder scene. What event? Crab eating crab scene, right? What event? What event? I've got it. What event? Holding another girl's hand, right? That's everything from Jimmy's perspective, right? And what about this one? Who's that? Yes. Right? Understand? The plot. We make it all interesting because you see the whole stories from someone else's perspective and my perspective, but the whole story is told by who? Not Martha. Third person that we don't know. You understand? If that story would be told by Martha, then it would be a lot different, right? If the story is told by Jimmy, it would be a lot different, right? Understand? So you know when you tell a book report, you don't talk about everything, chapter 1, chapter 2. You only talk about the most interesting events. Okay? So when you talk about all of it, you talk about that kissing and the holding hands and Benton's place and all this event more. Understood? You understand? Now we know the whole story, right? Well, we only finished up till chapter 57, but you know what's gonna happen on the last verse, right? What do you think is gonna happen? So they say goodbye to each other. Now they're gonna have to go back to where? Wisconsin. They can't stay here forever, right? That means, do you think Martha is going to open up that thing envelope that gave to her, and then she's going to open up to see the tape? Think she's going to watch it? No? Do you think she's going to put it away? But she's going to keep it, just in case, right? And what else do you think she's going to do? First thing that she's going to do when she gets Wisconsin. Do you think she's going to call Ted? And what do you think the first thing that she's going to do, Jenny? If you are Martha, what would you like to do first? Call Holly.
Yes, I think
Nice. Okay, Jenny's a Martha. She says she's going to give the bottle that filled with the ocean water, right? But do you think you're all this mother, Bella? Do you think you're gonna be okay? You're gonna be so happy that you're gonna get that bottle from Martha?
not very,
Yes, why?
because if only online, she will be happy, but only one spent already.
So exactly, you talk like you're Olive's mother, right? Then what are you going to do about it? Okay, you're not going to be happy about it. So what do you think your action would be? Okay, you don't want it. You don't want to get it. Then what would you do? What do you think you would do to avoid the sin? Excellent. That's the thing, right? If she's not wanting to get that bottle, Jenny, okay, Martha, she's going to move away. Then what are you going to do? You are here to give the bottle to Olive's mother, and she's gone. She's long way gone. What's your next move?
I go back to the spot where we
Mhm.
and give the bottle there. And I put the bottle there.
Okay, you are neighbor man, right? Know what I'm talking about? Okay, when Martha asks you about how Olive was, how would you describe Olive, neighbor man?
Always was there. I was
Find them.
kind of seeing was better than Bogus.
Mhm.
Other friends.
Would you say she was remarkable or remarkable? Yes, she was very timid, right? Right. So you know how the ending ends, right? Kind of, right? But the important thing is, at least Martha was trying to do her best to carry Olive's dream, right? Yes. Well, to me, well, she's not here. I mean, what's the worth, right? I mean, she wanted to visit the real ocean, not real ocean water from the ocean, right? So what lesson is there? Look around. Be good to your friends and family when they are still alive, right? Okay, so that's why we do the book report. I mean, I feel like I've done my book report because I did everything, right? I've shown you what event was the most important thing and how to write a book report. This is what you did and this is what you are going to be doing. So understand introduction, always have what? Three things, what? Title, author, and genre. So what's the title of this one? Who's the author? And what is a genre? Drama, fiction, right? Fiction and then drama, right? And setting would be summer and where? Wisconsin and Florida, right? And most happens around that area. And plot, we talked about it. And characters, we talked about it. And then what about your opinion? We've done 3 books, right? Number the Stars and Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Hazel Lee Frank Wilder, right? And then we've done Olive's Ocean. I don't know, it's your preference. Which books? You choose one so far. Which one is your bias? Does that mean that you like all 3? Really?
It's my favorite.
Yes.
Only portion or
Okay. We still have to. Yes. Scale. This one is perfect. Yes. Yes. How about you? Okay. Oh, same as here. How about you, Jenny? Oh yeah, I like this one, but it's just too sad. I mean, I can't describe what it feels like even. It's just too sad. It's just so sad to me. I don't like depressed, the sad things. I like fun and interesting and lively things. Although this book is really good one, right? And Number of the Stars is too sad. Too many people got killed, right? At least this one is just one. Right? That's how I list my bias, right? Mixed up bios, nobody got hurt, right? Happy, right? And too cute. And then we are about to do our next book, the 4th book. I think you are going to change it soon. I think that next one might be my favorite. I think you're gonna love it too. All right. So now, your opinion about the book, Belle.
I learned many things. I learned that
I want you to tell me about more like emotional things that you feel and you know learn about emotional things. What emotional things that you've experienced and learned and find?
this book made me feel great because I like this book. It's my favorite book and I read my school bullying very much. Also, I learned about job and books.
Nice. I like how you said school bowling, right? Yes. How about you? Wait. Your opinion. What is your name?
I think bowling is so fun because we died in young.
Oh yes.
So, and I learned the letter is very effective.
Yes. I don't even want to I don't know how to say it, I can't even imagine losing your child, losing your only child, right? Living in the same near area. That's not possible because I mean from Martha's perspective, she was doing her favor and Olive's favor, but bringing the bottle to Olive's mother would just break her into a million pieces. Do you understand what I mean? Right? So I don't think it's a really, really nice action for Martha to take. You understand? Because she's going to remind so much like her daughter. So I don't know. I don't think that she should do something like that. I think she should just go away. Right? Jenny, what's your opinion about it?
I'm learning from the mistake from this book,
Mhm.
and I have to have some influence by the girl for spending time.
Yes.
Because like only
Mhm.
from some that person who
Yes.
want to do something like me what they can
Yes.
they not want to reach for. So I thought I have to feel more influence instead of whatever.
Yes. Right? Right? Express every minute that you have. Go home and tell your mother how thankful you are, how much you love your family members, right? And do whatever it takes to express how much you love your family. Okay, do everything with your sisters and brothers and friends, right? Because you have everything but olive oil would never have, right? I think that's what Martha learned from. I think somehow Martha learned a lot from her, and with her, and she experienced a lot from this summer, right? And Olive was always by her side, and she always said and thought, what if she would have done if she was me, right? And what if she would have done if she had this same situation, right? And then she has someone to talk about, Gabby. That's very important. She always had Gabby, and she will have Gabby as long as Gabby lives, right? But look at Olive, she had nobody, right? The only way what she felt like and what she went through that we could find was through her journal, right? So I think somehow Martha felt guilty, and she felt sorry, and she was remorsed that maybe she could have done something better, and she could have been better friends with Olive. Maybe they could have been best friends. What if this had done and that had been done? What if they were better friends? Then maybe Olive would never taken out her bike and, out that day. You understand? What if? What if? There are a lot of questions. So Martha started to imagine all that, and then she decided that, I'm not going to be sad and crying over about Jimmy because this will pass. Understand? So I want you to understand how lucky you are, standing and sitting, studying, and looking at me like that, and having your winter vacation, right? How lucky you are. Okay, no more depression stories, okay? Now, this is done, and you are presenting it, okay? I know you are going to be doing the same thing when you're in ACE 2. I think it's every 2 weeks you do have a presentation when you're in ACE. But nothing is different. You've been doing the same thing, so, topics are different. You have your writing skills, and you know what to do. If things don't come to you, what do? Research, Google, and then, get some information from it, and you just add little opinions of yours, and then memorize and present it. That's all. Okay? For someone who had never done it, that's gonna struggle for them. Okay, but you, same thing that you've been doing, right? It just topics are changing, and you just do it, right? Maybe I will see you on ACE too. You never know. Okay. So now I think you should take out your notes or your portfolio, whatever that is. I'm adding some more important things. So when you tell the book report and tell the story, you have to mention Martha Boyle. The whole story follows Martha Boyle. She's 12-year-old girl who leaves her home in Wisconsin, and every summer to visit her grandma. So here you know what's important. She's 12-year-old girl, lives in Wisconsin, summer visit copies. But her house is in Wisconsin and her grandmother's house is in Florida. So you have to name the state and city. So I think it was 1 year before she leaves, right? Martha receives a diary entry from the mother of Olive Barstow. She was not a friend, but she was a classmate. Martha's, who recently died in a hit-and-run car accident. She died in a hit-and-run car accident. And, in class, Olive looked up at Martha, you know that. She liked Martha. She always wanted to be friends, but she looked up to Martha, even though they were not very close friends. And from the moment that she got that letter from her mother, Olive's mother, Martha begins to learn more about Olive. She begins to learn more about Olive. And she begins to feel remorse. For what? Mistreating Olive while she was alive. So along the way, Martha discovers that she and Olive have a lot of in common, such as their love of the ocean, and their desire to become writers. As Olive realizes she and Olive could have been best friends, and her life begins to change in unexpected ways. So this is very interesting. She receives the letter, and from that point, her life begins to change in unexpected ways. Do you understand? She has never thought about it. She has never imagined about how her life will be changed, right? Like meeting Jimmy, kissing Jimmy, and forgetting about Jimmy, and family love again, all over with Tate, stuff like that. That's the whole story is about. So when you talk about Olive's Ocean, it is about finding yourself, but in finding in unexpected ways, right? Like Olive died a hit-and-run car accident, and then she received a letter, right? And then she leaves to Wisconsin, from Wisconsin to Florida to visit Gabby. And then she thought she was going to have a little peaceful time, so that's why she didn't bring any books to read, because she was going to focus on writing. But didn't happen much, right? Because she was in love with Jimmy. Do you think she liked Jimmy? No, she didn't like Jimmy. She loved Jimmy. She loved. But she didn't listen to what Gabby said. Don't fall in love too fast.
But how can you control how you feel, right? Yeah? Yes. You can't control everything. You can control how much food you want to eat, how much time you're gonna spend with your friends, what things you're gonna get for your Christmas, and you can control a lot of things, but you can never control how you feel. Right? But sometimes you cry because you're too happy, right? You're crying because you're too sad. Can you control that? You can't?
Because I'm
You can control?
not clearly control, but I always am not so clear.
Wow. You're stone cold, Bella.
Oh,
I mean, we can't control everything and anything, but we can control how we feel, right? Yes. But she says she does. She's stone cold. All right. Now I'm gonna ask you these questions because we got, choose whose team is winning or not winning. Here I'm gonna ask you to look at 16. We're not doing it, but I want you to read over when we come back on Monday, right? Is 16 is the last chapter? I mean, unit on your workbook? Is it? 17, we have 17 too, right? Yes. So who was waiting for Martha on Gabby's too? Vicky. Okay, tell me, why do you think Tate was waiting?
Because they want to
About what? Filming, right? Yes. I mean, filming was not so bad, but he was filming and he knew what he was doing and he was holding the camera, right? Shame. History buffs. Yes, minus 9,004. Yep. Jenny. Yes, I like your sweater. Thank you. Partidi. Is that new too? You've done a lot of shopping. 7. Minus 1 homework.
oh.
That's plus for this. Well, this is you, Jenny. Right? Yes, and that they can't, if you get old, what is a curse of old age is you can't taste well. Your butt doesn't work. You can smell, see, hear, but foremost, you can't. You go to bed early, but you wake up early too. Spoon.
Where's? 8.
Nope, Joker. Why did Martha gasp when she saw Bobby's hands? Why? Like that, yes.
It was because Pumpkin's son was explained. There was purple, green, some bullets.
Nice, baby. Right? Check your minus 9,000 points. So why was Dobby's hands colored? That's confusing. Why she gasped? Why her hands colored? Yes.
Because it was
So like, can I go like this? Can I go like this? Oh, it's the little baby fella. Huh? Where is she? Jenny, where are you? Where's that little baby girl? It feels like you just grow into this big overnight. I met you when you were first graders, right? Yes. And then, I stepped and then I came back and you were like this. Why her hands colored? I mean, you got it a little bit, but but why her hands colored? I like your sweater, really. Animal House sweater. Jenny, when did you go shopping and buy all this cool bitty clothes? Really?
Yes.
So you bought a bunch of them? Really? Did you go to like the stores? Or you bought it online? I think this is your color. I love this one. You know what? Peach is 2024 color. You know that.
Yes.
How do you know?
I saw
Oh my gosh, you're so good. This looks really good on you. So fashion forward, huh? Did Alice buy one too like this?
yes, she almost done for this one.
Always same. Yes. Is she copying you or you're copying her?
It's copying.
She's copying. Yeah, you're right, Belle, but she had tinted the water in the jars first, but with food coloring. Right? Food coloring. So why did Martha tell Lucy to be careful? Why is she told Lucy? Lucy, yes. Jenny Bell. Yes. Because it was Tapi's jar. Okay, Bella, I'm gonna give you this mission. Tongue twist. Ready? Go.
Here's the
Wow. Wow. You're good. Go, Belle. Here.
Minus.
No, it's in the line. Sorry. So where did Martha convince Lucy to go play? Where did she convince Lucy to go play? Fenton's place? Yes, Jenny. Nice, the beach, right? Yes. So when you talk about this question, I don't want you to say the whole ocean. I want you to say the very spot, the beach, right? Yes. Meaning for a month. You've been meaning for a month. No. What is the curse? Al? Huh? Break that today. So what was the balls in Martha's front pocket? Yes. Do you think that was a tape, Jenny?
It was the very first one. The very that was necessary. Come from that.
Excellent. You know what was that for, right? Go. All right. Keep. Meaning of the day. Wow, great and cool. So why did Tate come over to see Martha? Why? To give her last kiss. Punch your face. You kissed my brother. You still are the same for me. Why? I know you imagine. Sometimes you're thinking, should I say or not say? Baby, leave up the line. There's no minus. Just say whatever you think it is.
Very say sorry.
Say both. Oh.
Wanted to see I thought it was. Wanted to say sorry.
Mhm. You know the letter because he left it. So, no, you know that's not right. Yes. Right? Then if you're gonna come and tell her, then why would you write a letter? Letter is just in case you miss the person, right? So this time he came over to say sorry about what his brother had done to her, right? Yes, take a chance, good. Oh. Break the curse? You think she can break the curse? No. No. Yes, change. Okay. 10 shields. All right, minus, you had minus what? Minus. You have too many shields to protect this minus. So what did Martha say that when Ted said he didn't know what to do? She said something, let's see.
He would know what to do.
That's exactly what you said on Monday, right? Yes, Eddie, yes.
He said, next time, you know what to do.
Yes. Next time is very important because next time is being used many times, right? Fighting next time, right? And then I don't want to go home. I want to play with you more next time, right? This time, she said that maybe next time he would know what to do. That means she's giving Tate a chance to be her lover. You understand? Next time, you come to me first. Don't let your stupid, dirty brother come to me first. Understand? It's saying that. Let's go. Captain Chance, Bella, go ahead, not Chance. Spoon. Oh, two. So what did Gabi do when she was sad? This is important. Yes, Roxy. Oh no.
She was sad. He tried to think worse than she was. There's someone worse than she was.
Yes. Right? I agree what she said. So when you're sad, what do you do? Okay, let's say you took a test and you got 1 out of 30 questions, right? Right? And what do you say? You try to think someone who got all minus. You got someone who's got 0, right? Or maybe you could think about someone who's in Africa, kids in Africa. They can't go to school, right? At least you're in school and you took the test and you failed, right? Understand? Or stuff than someone that you can't imagine, right? Yes. Stupid is very stupid. I told you, stupid is very stupid. Rick, you're okay today? You're a little bit, no, no, no. Oh. On minus 8,000. 7,000. Minus 6,000. Minus 6,000. So what did Martha get from Gabi? Yes, yeah.
She got one empty baby picture.
Right? Right? 7. You're like 7. Wow! I think she remembers. She remembers. You're laughing and you're blushing. No Yangxian. Minus 1 homework. Just you. Okay, so we talked what are the most important things that going through mid chapters, okay? I think we're gonna finish it on it's January 17th. Let's check your homework. I think you need to start doing your holes. Let's see. Oh, yes. Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're gonna start doing the holes. Okay? Yes. So that means we're gonna finish, I think it's 16. Is it 16? Lesson 16? Let me see your book. 16 and then Wednesday 17, and then we get to start. Friday 16, and then Monday 17, and then next Wednesday we're gonna start holes. Okay, if I were you, since you don't have that much homework, I'm gonna start reading your holes. Okay. -1 homework, right? Jenny's team and Bella. So I did minus, right? Yep. But whose team is a winning team? Yes. But you have make a wish. Why don't you use that one? Oh, you save it. Golden key or not golden key one. Saving. I know. Mm-hmm. Using it. Three. Oh yeah. That's the card. Bella, higher or lower? Eight. 8. Lower win. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This time. Higher, lower, Bell? Lower, right? 9. 6. Oh. Yes, we can use one more. This time, Team Roxy. Bye, Amy.